Hey YouTube, one of the most desired EDC watches is the Casio G-Shock. I've been wanting this watch for quite some time. It's the G-Shock Rangeman 9400 series. It comes in this cardboard box, and inside of it it's a metal box with a watch. It has the instructions manual. It's in many languages. Don't be afraid, it's not too big, although there are other features in this watch. I've been wearing this watch for probably 3 weeks now, so I can talk with you the advantages and disadvantages I found with the watch. So let's get rid of all these things and let's move on to the watch. So this is the Casio Rangeman G-Shock. This watch probably has everything. It has the ABC sensor, which now it is one button here. You can press this. It has barometer and temperature reading. It has altimeter. It has also compass. You have to adjust, of course, all these things when you first buy the watch. They are pretty accurate sensors. One other main feature of this watch is the fact that it has a solar battery, which means that when the battery goes out, it has a solar indicator here. It's on high now. You can put it out in the sun or even artificial light like here, and the battery will charge up. So probably you won't have to change battery for quite some time. One other feature of this watch is the multi-band 6 here, which we'll discuss about this later on. It means that the watch synchronizes with some antennas around the world, and it has accurate time all around the year. It's a waterproof watch for 200 meters, 20 bars, and this actually can go to 200 meters. Not like other watches would say 20 bars, but it's for swimming, but not up to, unless it's a diver's watch, it will not go up to 200 meters. Of course, it has alarm, wartime, timer. It has 8 menus. Let's go through the menus quickly. There's a timer, alarm, the sunset and sunrise mode, which is pretty interesting. It has a memory, recall. The RC is the multi-band 6. It receives accurate time. The last time it received accurate time in my watch is January 15th, so it's a bit late in the timer here. It has a Good Loom. You can see there's a lot of light. Now the LED light here is not very good, but it has a Good Loom. And it stands out. I mean, it's rugged. It has those screws here, which I have some 5 watches, but this is the only watch that someone has ever commented me. Of course, he was wearing a G-Shock also, so he said, "Oh, this is a cool watch." On the back here, it has this plastic strap, and we can see on the back that one other cool feature is that it has engraved the Rangeman. It's made in Thailand, but it is a Japanese company, Casio. So it's a watch that has almost everything, and it's a good rugged watch. And that's about it with the pros. This is probably an EDC sports watch. So the first disadvantage I found with it, it's probably the size of it. It's very bulky. You can see here, it's very thick. Let's check out the weight here. Let's put this thing on, and it goes to 92. Now let's check out another EDC watch. This, of course, is a 15-20 euros watch, but it's also plastic, has timers and stuff. It doesn't have all the features of the G-Shock, but you can see here, it just 45 So it's probably grams. A heavy watch, a bulky one. Not exactly EDC. Also, for one more reason, this is a bit pricey for an EDC watch. I mean, it costs from $200 to $300 or euros, which for most people like me, it was something desired, but it's a bit pricey for something you can wear around and bang around all the time. It's gonna cost me if this thing eventually I hit it. Now, it's a G-Shock. It has a G-Shock features, which means it has a mineral glass here, and unless you strike it directly here with something very sharp and edgy, this probably will not break. Let's move on to the disadvantages. One more disadvantage I found out is the legibility of this watch. I mean, if you look at it at an angle, here I see you can probably tell time at this point, but at this, if you look at it at an angle anyway, it's not very legible, whereas another cheap watch with big numerals like this one, it's more legible at an angle. There's the ProTrack series, which has big numerals also and has many of the functions here, but not the multiband 6 functions. One other thing is the sensors are accurate, but when you're wearing the watch, they're not so accurate, and especially let's move to the thermometer. You see it has already changed the temperature to 29.7 Celsius, where it was 26 before. That's the reason is that I'm holding the watch now, so it affects the temperature, it affects probably the barometric pressure. So you have to set the watch from time to time. And the biggest disappointment, especially for me, was the multiband 6 feature. Now I knew that I was on the edge of the 1500 kilometer range of the antenna that's more close to my hometown. You can set the latitude and longitude, and you can set to the nearest city that it has pre-programmed on the watch. But the thing is that when you go to, let's go to the mode, to the receiver mode, and you press to hold it, and it will start tracking down for an antenna. I'm on the edges of the antenna that's based in Germany, and up till 3 weeks now I've tried many times, but it cannot get a good signal, so I have to manually put the correct time in the watch. It probably goes to 1 or 2 seconds behind every 1 or 2 days, so it's around, I don't know, 20 seconds a month. So the accuracy, which was one of the main reasons that I bought this watch, it's not quite there. It's an accurate watch, it's a quartz watch, of course. It will not lose time like, let's say this Seiko here. I have the sea urchin, which is probably stopped because I haven't worn it since Friday. Oh no, probably Thursday, I think, because yesterday. And there you have it. It says error. You press the menu button here. Now I'm not going to show you the menu. You can see those things in many other videos around it, but these were my pros and cons of the watch. In general, I had high expectations of this watch. I must be honest with you. I was between this and the ProTrack series, and I chose this watch because it was a more rugged watch, and it has the multiband 6. Apparently for me it has not got the multiband 6, but I spent a lot of money on it. On the other hand, it's a watch that stands out. It's a G-Shock. It will probably, unless I do something really very stupid with it, it will not go bad. Let's do a wrist hand check. So here the wrist check, it's quite big. It's almost, I don't know, I believe it's over 50 millimeters wide. But you know, it's a watch that stands out. One other thing is that when you do this sometimes when you're driving, once I actually accidentally hit the sensor button, but it only has happened once. It's not a big deal. The Loom again is very good. So this was about it, about the pros and cons. Overall I think it's a good watch. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.